Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. Today we'll be reviewing the Camacho
Diploma.
Diploma.
Now,
Now,
Rita's officially graduating from cigar smoking school today. This is the diploma.
we want to thank Johnny Stix for this wonderful cigar. For some of you out there, I will be doing a couple solo reviews thanks to Johnny Stix. I will be reviewing the
Julius
Caesar and the Diamond Crown Maximus, right? Diamond Crown
Yes.
or the Julius? Anyways, those
It's
two.
both. Both are Diamond Crown.
I'm going to be reviewing both of them by J.C. Newman.
Yes.
So I'm excited. I will be doing those next week when I get the news from the surgeon who sped things up, and I didn't get everything done. So
Now, one interesting thing about this cigar is this is a perfecto. I didn't want to believe it, but it is thinner at this end, and it's thinner at this end, and it gets fat right here, and the label is even on somewhat sideways, like they used the original wrapper and just kind of twisted it to fit. It is an Ecuadorian Habano 2000 wrapper with a Corojo binder and Honduran and Dominican long fillers.
no, I want to say the wrapper speaks by itself. It says a complex, revved up smoke begging to be taken for a spin.
Well, we don't know if it speaks for itself because we haven't smoked this yet. It could end up being very low-key and not so revved up, right?
Well, we are the reviewers, so we get to review them and tell you what we think of this.
Now, I've never had a bad Camacho, so...
Nor have I.
And I always like Christian Eiroa cigars, so we're going to see how this thing is. Smells barnyardish. Remember when we walked outside last night and got a big whiff of the farm?
Hey, for all of you out there, let me just give you a small briefing too. We went down to Portland. We met up with my cousin I haven't seen in 26 years. He's more of a beer aficionado, but he even knows how to smell, and
yeah.
And it was just really cool seeing him. We went to a place called Kelly, by the way. It's an Irish pub. The basement has a cigar smoking lounge.
And we had fun. So
next time we go there, we hope to see more of the town.
Anyways, this does smell like the barnyard smell we had last night, just coming straight into town. Very strong.
Smells like chocolatey on the wrapper here,
yeah,
and
I can see that too. Chocolate horse turds.
This is more dark earth and dark cocoa with a little hay, and then farm smell. And this side, I'm getting cocoa. So you got, those are the flavors I'm picking up.
It's a very nice smelling cigar. I could see easily having a whole humidor of these and having it just a beautiful scent in the house.
The dry,
even though I said it smells like
the dry hit is floral tasting. Floral tasting for the dry.
I was going to say cocoa coffee. But anyway, it's time to fire this up. I'm
mildly mocha, so on with the smoke.
Ah. There we go. Mine had got turned down for some reason. Were you playing with my lighter again?
No.
Then it must have been those trolls that live under the bed. Nice ease of smoke. Fairly loose draw. I like loose draws on my cigars. I feel like I'm, it takes little effort. I don't like to sit there and suck on my cigar. Some people, I guess, do, though.
The draw is pretty good. Doesn't give you buckets of smoke, so could just be the cigar itself.
I could argue that. I just got a ton of smoke. I didn't have to take any effort to get it. I see. You seem to have a... Well, you're not even lit. You're only like half lit. Well, that explains why you weren't getting buckets of smoke. Here, let me get you. You pop it. I'll tell you when it's lit. There you go. lot of indistinct flavors at this point, but there is something mildly unique about it.
You mean a flavor you can't pick up?
Exactly.
That's what I was going to say. I didn't want to sound rude.
Flavor I can't pick up, but the rest of the flavors are indistinct. And this one's just so mild.
And by the way, thank you, Johnny Stix, for letting us try these. It was one of the things on my radar. I wanted to buy a box of.
Yeah, I mentioned to him that this was one of a few that I hadn't tried, and he wanted to try some more of the Camacho line, so I talked him into it.
You're a bad influence on Johnny Stix.
And I appreciate the fact that we got to try that. This is a very unique cigar. I like it so far.
I'm picking up floral hints with...
It's built bold. Yeah, and... Oh, no, that's the other one. Yeah, I got another cigar that I wanted to kind of pair with this doing videos.
A cocoa flavor, too.
So you'll see this one coming up eventually. But it's the Diesel Delirium. And I'm kind of really looking forward to that. That was a gift from Joel. And so... I kind of think that might pair very well with this Diesel Diploma.
I do want to say for you, those out there...
Camacho Diploma.
I asked my cousin to check out the video when it's done. He said, okay. I just want to say to you, Corey, it was good seeing you and Tara. And I want to say also that to you, the subscribers out there, my cousin gave a thumbs up on the Isabella Sparkle.
Yes, Rita passed one along. I'm going to have to try to identify that flavor. It's just something I can't put my finger on, but I'm really, really enjoying this. There is some spice in this, particularly in the finish. I'm getting some off my lips. It's very pleasing. It makes me feel like I'm smoking a cigar. Nice, decent finish. I think I'm going to really, really, really enjoy this one. So, we'll see you at the halfway point, I suppose.
Yes.
Stay smoky.
Welcome back to the halfway point of this Camacho Diploma.
Now, one thing that I'll say is taking the band off was a little hard because the glue was very on there, and I wanted to tear it. And I try to preserve my bands. A lot of people do.
Mine came out pretty good. See, just came off, just like
So you had no problem with yours. Still a great ease of draw, beautiful finish. The notes of the spice have kind of tapered off, but it's kind of got a leathery wood note to it with some coffee and espresso. Blended so well together that it's very hard to identify anything together. It's just a very nice flavor, slightly different than I'm used to. And I'm thoroughly enjoying this smoke so far.
I just want to say this thing has been burning on a razor for about 99%. So I got to say this is a very good smoke. Thick ash. The flavors I'm picking up is cocoa. And some cedar. But there's an undetectable flavor that I just can't put my hands on.
I think it's a combination of a couple flavors, and it's just one cigar.
I think because everyone's saying these are clearance now and they're going off the market, that...
Oh, I really hope not. These are good.
Well, that's what they said, closeout. Remember on those catalogs, supposedly?
Yeah, and I haven't seen them in some of the Camacho ads lately. They're not showing the Diploma like they used to.
They were. Now they're doing the Camacho, that new one, the Power Band, which already caught my eye. Now,
yeah, I want to try that.
Now, for some of you out there just curious, Aaron's favorite brand, I believe, is Camacho, but I don't know.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite brand, but it definitely stands up there as, and I'm not so much brand favorite as much as blender favorite. And Iroa edges out Fernandez just a little bit in my book, and I like AJ Fernandez's cigars, but Christian Iroa definitely is one of my favorite blenders out there. So.
Well, when you yeah, Christian Iroa, I was thinking.
Well, the Iroa family.
I was thinking of that other one, Hinsosha, I think it is.
I do not like his cigars for the most part.
Urga?
Yeah, Kayhem Socials Gurkha. And so, anyways, I suppose we'll get into the
For
final.
a Perfecto, this is just great. So far the cigar is
Yeah, it's
great.
an odd-shaped Perfecto, though. I like it.
One of the things I want to say is,
Just a little fat in the center, a little Prego. That's it.
I think that, these cigars are great, and, I'll give you my final opinion. Me and Aaron was looking up a couple videos. We came across one that has the Amtrak Cascade going from Seattle to Portland, which is really cool. Seems it sold us on it.
Yeah, I would say so.
And it looks like it's not as crammed like sardines as our other one we were in, recently. That thing was just... let's just say if it wasn't for us having to go, it was more suicidal, in my opinion.
Suicidal?
Suicidal meaning it was so crammed in there you could barely move and be better,
Oh.
As in, I'm not saying...
It was just crammed. That's all. It was
sardines. Crammed as sardines, yeah. We couldn't,
That's because too many people bringing too much luggage with them.
I know one lady brought 9 bags. It's like me and Aaron carried a duffel bag each, and he had to carry...
It's like, why do you have to bring everything you own with you? I'd heard from her that she was on a round trip. She was going to visit a friend halfway across the country, in Red Wing. And it's like you're taking 9 bags with you to go visit a friend in Red Wing.
Also,
my friend Josh came out and stayed at my place for a month, and he brought 1 bag with him. I could have done the same.
All I was going to say is also it kind of upset me that...
Hey, we visited my dad for 3 months, and we had 1 bag
the lady we're talking about, she's overweight, and I don't have any problems with overweight people, but she was so damn lazy, she had to go and didn't even tip the conductor who was bringing her lunch.
And let's just say this. She made me laugh because she's sitting there talking to the person next to her for like almost an hour about her weight and how she diets all the time and she exercises all the time and her family seems to eat whatever they want and they're all thin and she just got bad genetics. And like 2 minutes after she finished talking about that, the conductor came down and was giving the menu out to people and she ordered 4 cheeseburgers and 3 hot dogs.
4 hot dogs.
No, it was 4 hot dogs. So, 4 cheeseburgers and 4 hot dogs. Diet? Excuse me? What? Why didn't you just order the side salad and maybe 1 hot dog?
Anyways.
And not only that, she'd been snacking almost constantly the entire time we were on there. And she'd just gotten on the train. It's like, no wonder you're obese.
Yeah, well, anyways.
I hate to say that in a cigar video, but...
It's all cool. So, anyways, please stay tuned for part 3 of this video.
Yes,
Thank you.
The final third. Hello,
Welcome back to the final third of this Camacho Diplomat. I want to say again, thanks to Johnny Stix.
Beautiful cigar. I've loved this from beginning to finish. There's some leather notes, some chocolate notes, some espresso notes swirled together in a beautiful little blend.
I have to agree with him. I am picking all of that up in the final third, and a little light pepper, tobacco flavor.
Little spice and
I
some
think
tobacco.
they put in a tad bit of Ligero at the end.
Oh yeah, and the finish on this is superb.
It's burning like a razor.
Easily, I could say that this might even be one of my favorite Camachos I smoked to this point, and I already love them enough that between the Criollo and the Ecuador, I buy like one of those a month sometimes, and I love the
I would like to get
Maduro,
another
so.
Ecuador, but I do not want it in Robusto size. That's my only thing, Robusto. I know CI's got them, I don't know what size they are in their Herfador combos, but...
But, yeah, to say that I like this one maybe as much or more than is, that's quite a feat.
And I do want to say to you all out there that's watched this video all the way through, we thank you. And one of our biggest hits for video reviews is Camacho cigars.
Yeah, for some reason we seem to get a lot of people who are interested in watching our reviews on Camacho. So Anyways,
Anyways,
it's really sad to see that this one's apparently going off the market. And
they kept saying closeouts, what I seen.
they've been on closeout for a while, and as I said, I've kind of stopped seeing them in their advertisements too. They tend to show their 5 blends, being like the Criollo, the Corojo, the Connecticut, the Triple Maduro, and the Ecuador.
The Ecuador is one fine blend, but gotta remember there's one other thing I want to talk about. Now, we don't know what Camacho's got up their sleeve.
And now they have that new one, that Bold whatever, the Master Bold or whatever. I want to try that. But anyways, awesome cigar. Highly recommend it. You haven't tried it yet, try to get a hold of one before these are gone. I might even try to see if I can get a 5-pack or something to rest for a while so that I have these in the future. These are just amazing. So
it's called the Power Band, the one. Yeah. But I'm just checking for right here. Let's see. For some of you out there, it is it's a 10-pack, I believe, and it's
so these come about $11 a stick.
Yes. And
these are pretty high quality sticks then for the pricing.
Exactly. It's a box of 10. They're very good. The one that we're talking about, this one comes in a nice box of 20, but they're more money. The Power...
These are about $10 a piece, too, the Power Bands.
Yeah, it starts at $11.50.
I want the Tubo version.
I want the...
I want the Tubo version because I collect tubes for the most part, and... that is a nifty-looking, very bright, chrome-looking...
And the box looks just amazing.
Yeah.
I could see myself buying a box of those, but as you all know, before I go and invest in, this, we have the Perfecto, which is the 1118. I believe that's the one.
I have a feeling that the reason this is going away is because of the Habano 2000 wrapper. They've replaced the Habano 2000 with 2 different wrappers since then, so... they're probably just running out of stock on them. That's
the other thing I wanted to say, because they're in a 10-pack, it's more likely that, as he said, they're going out of stock. But my theory is some companies have to prepare for the FDA rule number 1, which means, what is it? Most of Camachos have been after.
Well, the Habano 2000 was replaced by the Habano 3000, and then the Habano 3000 was replaced by the Criollo 98 or whatever. I think it was Criollo. No, Corojo 98 or something. I don't know. They've replaced it now 3 times.
Just to let you know, the Camacho Corojo is the only one we have not sampled together, or the original, I believe.
We haven't tried the original, the Corojo, the Criollo. Wait, no, we have tried the Criollo. It's the Corojo we haven't tried, and the classic, the Connecticut, and we haven't tried the Power Band. So
we've only tried, and I was looking for commas in CO, but it's CA. So. The ones we tried the Ditka. We haven't tried the game.
We've tried one of the Ditkas. Yeah, I don't think we've had this.
We haven't tried the Liberty series yet either, or the Machitos. But the Power Band, the Camacho Shellback, we haven't tried
the pre-embargo, the Shellback, or the Triple Maduro either.
This one is Perfectos only. In a box of 20 or a 5-pack, which is pretty expensive.
Which is the same shape as these.
And Liberty City, for all of you know, they come in a little coffin. So that is really cool. The Shellback is a green labeled one, and it's expensive too.
$12 a stick.
And that's only in a Toro. So, as you know, I just looked it up. The original Camacho we haven't tried.
And we haven't tried the pre-embargo.
Or the B.G. Mayer Standard issue.
We tried the E.G. Mayer Standard. That was one of our first reviews when we started doing reviews.
So, my opinion, Camacho is way up there, as you all know, with my Oliva. Being the nub queen that I am, I gotta say, I do like Camacho cigars.
Remember, it was DSR who got us into doing reviews, because I was doing them solo on my channel, and then I had a big problem. He wanted us to get back into it, so they sent us some to try to get us back into it, and we ended up starting up this channel. And
since then,
it's been
Living
going
Simply and
strong,
Fun
so.
has done pretty well. If we get the cigar review
And the
3...
E.G. Meyer was in that. At the same time, we got the Bugatti and Ditka, which I think I reviewed the Bugatti. I'm not sure. That may have been off notes, though, at that time, before we started doing live.
Yes. So, in my opinion, is this cigar highly recommended? Yes. Do you think you're going to enjoy it? Yes. Cigars, as I said in previous videos, is hit and miss. I, for one,
And I am picking up more and more spice the further down I smoke. So, great cigar, though. So, with that said, please add and subscribe. Leave questions, comment, feedback, suggestions. If you've smoked this and you agree or disagree, let us know in the comments. And if you and just try to keep it nice is all we ask.
and enjoy every puff.